Welcome everyone to Rampage Racing episode 9. Today we are on the short course, just like in episode 8, and we'll be seeing the other races that were supposed to be on the short course but did not fit into episode 8. So we have the floating tank prototype as a placeholder just to make sure there are 5 races. The slow and steady by the Jimmer, which is totally a boat. And this is a new entry, fairly heavily armed. Relatively fast, good looking. I quite like this one. This is the Blue Devil by Anickle. This is a very fast entry. I mean, it had better be. It's the successor to the Crimson Devil. And, well, yeah, this one's even faster than the Crimson Devil was, so that should be fun to watch. This is the Moser by Zharque. Been a while since I inspected it. I don't remember exactly what it does, but this is his newest entry. And here we have the by now familiar Zharque by myself. Alright, with that said, let's get the race underway. Blue Devil is off right away. Has to be careful. The Zharque is firing at the Moser, which is in turn firing at the Blue Devil. And it looks like the slow and steady has decided to switch targets, and it's dropping its mines. Moser has gone on land, but it seems to still be going. And the Blue Devil is putting a good amount of distance between itself and the other racers. Although some of those shots are getting really close. I think at this point it's relatively safe from the shots fired by the Zharque. Maybe the slow and steady can still be a threat. Not if it does that. That looked painful. Yes, very painful. I hope it's not dead. We'll have to see. In the meantime, let's take a look at the other races. The Moser has gone on land and does not seem to want to get off of it. Meanwhile, the floating tank prototype and the Zharque, which are about as fast as one another, are shooting at the now flipped. Oh, that's not good. Slow and steady. Let's see if the Blue Devil is having more luck than the others. I think it is. It's already quite far into the race. Yeah, it's even made it past the brooms. It's repairing, so it clearly took some damage, but can't be too bad. Let's see. Will it try to go around the sea caltrops? I didn't hit them anyway. Seems to be going for a quick finish. Yep, there we go. Alright, that's first place for the Blue Devil. Let's just wait for the message to pop up. Any second now. Alright, there we go. So 4 points and first place for the Blue Devil. Let's continue the race. Let's see if it has...
Turning off.
Yeah, that should be its weapons mainframe. Alright. Now for the others. The floating tank prototype is still shooting at the Zharque. Zharque is shooting at the mines. Has to do a bit of a better job than that if it wants to avoid all of them. It's not fast enough to outrun them, I think. This could hurt. No, it's fine. Floating tank prototype has taken damage, it looks like. Yeah. Its engine, probably. Maybe also its steady blades. Slow and steady must have run out of materials while trying to repair that damage, which is a bit of a shame. Same goes for the Moser, I think. No, it's actually still repairing, but it's upside down, which is not helping. Does not look like it's impossible for it to recover, but it's going to be difficult. Let's see what it does. Propulsion shutting off because of the altitude. See if it will be able to right itself. That would be interesting if it could. It really seems to be trying. I think it's stranded. Oh. I really shouldn't be missing these explosions. What's happening? The floating tank prototype. Oh, the explosion's over there. The Zharque seems only lightly damaged, so I guess it shot a mine instead of running into one. Not gonna get hit by this thing. See if that mine will make it to the racer. Well, I tried. Oh, there goes something. What happened here? I have no idea. Can't help but feel that the Zharque may have taken damage. Not sure if it was always this slow, although it is definitely slow. It's still shooting at something. Probably at the floating tank prototype. But it doesn't have anything to fear from that. Slow and steady, still not in any position to continue the race. The Moser has gone on land. I can see it in the distance. It's another explosion. Let's see. What's happening here? That's how minesweeping's done in the real world, right? With machine guns. Or autocannons. That's totally how these things work. Let's have a look at the finish line. Where the Blue Devil has at this point stopped, I think. Yep. And its weapons mainframe is still off. So for any other races finishing, and that's probably just going to be the Zharque, there shouldn't be any problems coming from its magnet mines. Zharque is repairing. An explosion in the distance. Possibly the end of the floating tank prototype, but that's not too interesting. It can't win the race anyway. Let's see what its health is. If it had run into a mine, it would be dead now, so I guess it's indeed killing the mines. Don't do that. It's not good for your health. Ow. Well, that could be the end. It is still shooting. Gonna do it again. That is very bad news for the Zharque. %73%. going in circles now, so it may hit one of the obstacles again. Well, while that's repairing, let's see if any of the other racers are in a position to make it to the finish line. Floating tank prototype, far too slow to make it now, but it is still moving. Slow and steady, still stuck. But the Moser has been able to get back into the race. Well, that's very interesting. Let's keep watching it. Let's see, how far into it are we? Alright. I wouldn't mind if we went over 20 minutes for this race. So I'm willing to give this thing a couple of extra minutes to finish, because it's, well, really unexpected that it managed to recover at all, and I'd really like to give it a chance to get there. Not sure how many minutes we're in now, but has to be quick. Well, it really shouldn't be doing that too often. And the mines are damaged, so they're probably not going to go after it. Then don't run into them. I don't think I have to give it time to finish. Yeah, that's probably the end. %80 in sinking. It's a shame. Let's see what the Zharque is doing. Ah, the Zharque is still trying to die. Does it still have materials? It does. I somehow doubt it will be able to repair all the way back up. It really needs its turning thrusters back. May be able to finish if it gets those back. Oh yeah, there goes one. Its AI is damaged though. Let's go and take another look at the slow and steady. Still flipped. And the little tank, which has hardly moved since we last saw it. At this rate, the mines might actually be able to catch up with this thing. Is it moving in circles? I think it is. Alright, it won't be able to finish if that's the case. Here's the Zharque. It's trying. It's probably still got a damaged engine, so steering is a little complicated. I suspect it will be able to finish. Unless it's almost out of materials. No, this should be fine. So I guess that's all I have left to do now. Is watch this thing crawl towards the finish line. Hopefully it will get its engine back up. And hopefully it won't kill itself on one of the traps. Although, if it does, that's actually fine. Oh, looks like the engine's back. Let's see how it does. See if the grenadier bombs can catch it. I don't think so. And the Zharque has decided that it does not want to ruin it by running into the logs, so it gets second place. Alright, let's see if any of the other racers have managed to get back underway. So let's see. Slow and steady. No. And the little tank. No, it will not be able to finish in time, and it wouldn't get any points anyway. So, that means that the result of this race is first place for the Blue Devil. So Anickle's racer gets 4 points. Then second place for the Zharque. So this thing gets 3. 1 point for the Slow and Steady for surviving, no points for the Moser because it died, and the placeholder can't earn any points. So that concludes the race. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in episode 10.